One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Seminoles about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's up to 49 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Nice job on the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! They draw first blood, and
you can't do that.
What you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll call for the fair catch here. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. shotgun snap on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle.
Oh, run towards the ball. You see that it up.
Knock it away.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking left. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done where you hand them the football and big plays can happen. And offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Castellanos. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes. 41. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs
I hate when I get switched. And good thing he threw a terrible pass.
Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Oh, that was a terrific return.
Definitely will not want to get switched on a goddamn lineman.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think can play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Coming off a 12-1 season in 2023, and last season was one of the biggest collapses in college football history for Mike Norvell and the Seminoles. And guys, they have to turn it around.
And now they're in a seminal moment for this program, right? Like, they have to respond. They had more inches of snow at Doak Walker Stadium last year than they had wins, period. They floundered. It was not a good season, Palmer. They've got to respond or else it's going to get bad in Tallahassee.
They got to start fast. To me, that's the biggest key for the Seminoles this year. They've got to put some wins together to build that confidence, to regain that Seminole mindset of being a dominant program once again.
The Noles can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Motion from the wideout. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got a man. It's White. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos.
Good drop. Good drop.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive.
Oh, come on, Jam. Oh, that's terrible, Jam.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short.
You can't run right past the nigga you have to block, bruh.
Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Miller with the ball. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Now rolling to the left.
Oh, that's a throw. I don't think he should have made it. Well, he made it.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be
It's a good tackle, number 7. It's all over tackle.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give to the tailback. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. This will likely be the last play of the half.
I wasn't even paying attention to that shit.
With a run and now to throw.
I was not paying attention to that.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first
But it all
half.
worked
That
out.
was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
I forgot this nigga got 8 cell clock, bro. Man, I forgot.
Alabama short to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Good tackle,
nice
98.
Squirt his way up to the
96,
31-yard
whatever
line.
number you is.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Castellanos. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give is to Williams.
Fuck that up.
Loose. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire.
Good defense, Jackson.
Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air. It's Castellanos. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Under fire. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been
turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. They've got to get his feet in bounds.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Here's the pressure. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, that's... They let him run right past me. I thought he was going to throw it early. Blah, blah, blah. I thought he was going to throw it
You got to
early.
give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Man, I thought he was going to throw it early.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Offense in a split backfield. He'll do it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Wide open spaces. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this.
Catch and stride inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The hand to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
No, my phone had to be in here.
Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. 3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's got it on the run. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's up to 86 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made it look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has
Lawson
when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He wants it all. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part.
I ain't even mad at it, bro. We was trying to keep you out of there.
Avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice.
GG's, bro. GG's.
Had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get right. It's definitely way different than last year.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing.